Coach, obviously losing is frustrating.
Right.
That's the most frustrating part. But if you were to break it down, what would you say you were most disappointed with on the way to the
big
loss?
plays and giving up, surrendering 224 yards rushing. Come on, that's it, because that's clock as well. That keeps our offense off the field, and then they mean opportunities. We need opportunities.
Obviously, you'd rather learn from a win. You're going to have to learn from a loss.
Right.
Do you take some solace in the resiliency your team showed? I mean, you're down 10 there late.
I'm
You
proud
battled
of
back.
them, man. I'm always proud of them. I mean, you guys know this is, and you wonderful women, this is a totally different team. This team has heart. They have integrity. They're tough. They love to play this game. We just came up short. We got to just learn how to win these particular games. We've done so this year as well, but that was one that we should have got it. Play here and there. Yeah. We just didn't execute. Play calling was definitely suffice. We didn't execute, and I believe we surrendered 6 sacks to their 4, which, in comparison, it wasn't bad. And Shedeur got to get the ball out of there at times as well. But we're better than that. We're better collectively than what we showed tonight. Blowing coverages, we blew some things there, because the running back should never be wide open running up the sideline in a situation like that. Then they take a shot and hit us deep, which is not indicative of who we are.
Hey, Coach, you often say how Shedeur is letting you know kind of what he's seeing after certain plays.
Yeah.
Tonight was just some of the sacks and some of the miscommunication on the offensive line. What was he kind of saying in some of the breakdowns there?
I can't tell you everything that happens, but you would never guess that some things happen and they happen. So that's why you got to hear from a quarterback, because I could be upset and get on him. Then he'll tell me what he saw, and he'll tell me what really transpired. So I have to back off a little bit. I learned not to be emotional when it comes to seeing what a quarterback sees. But I'm just happy and elated that we just always feel like if the ball is in his hands at the end, we're going to have an opportunity. And I don't know what transpired at the end. It looked like it was pass interference to me, but it was tough.
No, whatever the ref call, he call. I don't know. The call wasn't pass interference, so it's okay. We just got to move forward and, assess what we did wrong and go into the next week and fix those things.
Certainly losing Travis and Jimmy and others was tremendous, because they're a vital part of our team, a vital part of our identity. They're a vital part of who we are. So that took a blow. Take your time, Coach. That took a lot out of us. But other guys had the opportunity to step up, and they did. So I'm proud of them.
You lose Travis and Jimmy, but you guys were still able to.
And Amarion.
And
Terrell.
Lots of guys. After you lose all those receivers, but especially those guys in the first half, but you guys are still able to fight back and put yourselves in a position to win that game.
It's really next man up, honestly, and the guys that got in was able and ready to play. Draylon Miller stepped up and did what he's supposed to do. Jordan, he got in and did what he's supposed to do. And so overall, it's a machine. We got to keep going no matter what.
Sometimes when you lose in life, you get your butt kicked and you just got to take it. But sometimes you lose, you say, dang, we should have won that. We should have had that. And that was one of those type of games. That's not taking anything away from our opponents, because they played their butts off and they're in that locker room right now celebrating, having a good time, and they deserve it. But for us, we just felt like we let that one slip away. And we got to do a better job of taking advantage of the opportunities that we had to win that game, because we had several. We're one game at a time. Really one game at a time. We definitely want to, the goal is to get Miss Peggy to a pole, you know that. But we're one game at a time. That's the target. You hate dropping those games, but you could see that we're trending in the right direction. You could see that we have some capable players. You could see that we have some people that can flat out play this game. We just got to all show up together. Today, the run defense, we didn't show up collectively.
Last one. Hey, Cam, coming into the game, you knew what the quarterback was capable of on the ground. You knew they wanted to rush the ball. It seemed like you guys were having trouble early until you kind of held up there at the end. Did something change there in your approach?
No, it's just waking up. I mean, we can't. It's one thing to practice and one thing to see it in person. I mean, he's a phenomenal scrambler, get out the biker guy. We just really just dialed in and locked in. I mean, coming off the bye week, we expect to start off. We didn't expect to start off a little slow, but that just happens. So we just really just nailed down and did what we had to do. We had learned. I mean, to got to it.
Following up on this one, Shedeur, overall, you know, you're your hardest critic, I'm sure. Can you just evaluate how you played tonight and maybe what you felt like?
Played all right. There's definitely some sacks, you know, shouldn't have took. Definitely some reads, you know, I got to make. So overall, we didn't get the result that we wanted. So, of course, as a quarterback, that's going to go on you. So I just got to assess. Watch the film and see, you know, where I could improve in, because I don't think anybody ever plays a perfect game, especially how I played today. It wasn't perfect at all. So, yeah, just go back, watch the film.
The same. I mean, win or lose. If you have to change your week or your routine up every week, that means you ain't trust your routine from the beginning. So just win or lose, we come back and do the same thing we do every week.
Yeah, I don't think we just got to, you know, think about this loss for a little bit. Definitely 24 hours. Wins, loss, we got to do that. Check on the injuries with all the receivers, because that's tough. I never thought 4 receivers would get injured in one game. That was just ridiculous. But things happen, life happens, so we just got to roll with it and do what we got to do for next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.